2, 1. Let's hit start. We made it. It's Monday. Well, rather we made it through the weekend, whatever that means for you. So let's sit up nice and tall. Let's do some breathing together. You can close your eyes to start. So let's breathe in. Okay, fill your lungs. Stretch up. And as you breathe out, settle in. Find your foundation. And once again, breathe in through the nose. Feel your shoulders rise up. And as you breathe out with a controlled exhale, let them sink back down. Okay, last one together here. Let's breathe in. And then blow out that birthday cake. Breathe out. Nice. All right, so let's settle our whole body, top to bottom, bottom to top. So if your face or forehead has any wrinkles, relax that. Relax your cheeks and your jaw. Don't clench. Okay, maybe wave your head back and forth a little bit to relax your neck. Let those shoulders continue to sink down. And on your next exhale, breathe in your arms. Just notice how your arms feel. Okay, and take a moment to notice where your hands are, whether they're resting on your knees or clasped in your lap. And then we'll make our way back to our torso, or rather our chest. Get your chest expanding and contracting. And let's take a nice big belly breath here. So breathe in, let that belly expand. And then when you breathe out, feel it contract back in. And let's make our way to the lower half of our body. Let's start with our touch points. So where your bottom touches your mat. And if you're sitting cross-legged, where your shins touch your feet. And in turn, where your feet touch your mat. Now let's focus on our legs. If you came off a big weekend, whether you had a big ride and or run, or you raced, focus on your glutes and your quads. Or for me, someone stepped on my hamstrings for about 25 minutes straight. It was so painful, yet so good. Now down to our knees and our shins. And finally to our feet. Okay, you can just continue to breathe here. Continue to settle in. All right, for this last little bit, I want you to focus on nothing at all. I want you to just sit here, hang out, and then I'll call you back with a singing bowl. All right, let's take one deep breath in together here. Let's breathe. Hold it at the top. Release. Open up your eyes. Hop off the block. All right, let's start with a sitting spine stretch. Let's twist counterclockwise, right hand on the left knee. Your left hand is pressing against the floor behind you, turning the chin into the left shoulder. I'm aware of how my shoulders feel around my shoulder blades. Ugh, someone drove their elbow into my shoulder blades and it was incredible, but I also feel how sore they are. Okay, give yourself a last push. And then as you breathe out, let's unwind, come back to center, getting ready for the other side. Ooh. Okay, let's twist the spine in the other direction, pressing the left palm into the right knee. Okay, see how far back behind you can look, getting a little bit further with each out breath. Loving how much sunlight we have now. And let's come back to center. And then we'll get a side stretch. So the arms up. Okay, reach for the ceiling. Give yourself a nice little stretch there. And then we'll start on our left side. So plant the left palm on the mat. And then keeping both sit bones on the mat. Reach over your head with the right arm. Reaching for the upper right hand corner of your room. Okay, turn the chin up towards the ceiling and feel the stretch all the way down your side. And then let's bring the left arm back up. And then let's get our right side. So right palms on the mat. Left arm is reaching. And then using that right arm as a spring, see how far down you can come. Extending the stretch as far as is comfortable for you. Okay, you should feel good on that left side. Let's bring that right arm up to the top. And then bring the hands back to heart center. And let's get our inner thigh. So let's bring the soles of the feet together in front of you. Okay, heels as close to your soft tissue as you can. And then just lean forward, letting your knees drop. And then when you're ready, round out your back and reach your fingertips in front of you. Ooh. See if you can let your knees relax down even further. Right. And we can release that, and then we'll bring the knees together as we stand back up. Stand up. Let's start with our favorite hamstring stretch. A nice wide stance, toes facing forward. Bring the arms up top, and then swan dive forward. Oh, I'm breaking. Okay. So your arms can either be folded, or if you want, you can leave your palms on the floor and push yourself towards the back of the room. Let's keep those knees from bending. Okay, feeling those hamstrings. All right, now let's go for stage two. Let's clasp the fingertips behind us and then reach the hands up towards the ceiling or towards the front of the room. Feeling those shoulders as we continue to breathe. Ugh. All right, as you breathe out, let's release those fingers. Let's plant the right palm on the floor right in front of your face and rotate the left arm up. Okay, open up your chest, open up your left shoulder, and let's turn the chin up towards the ceiling as well. And see how far back to the left you can rotate that left arm. Okay, open, open, open. And then let's breathe out, gently bring the left arm back down to the earth. And swap palms. So the left palm is planted on the ground. Right fingertips are reaching for the ceiling. And let's open up our chest on our right side. Okay, give me one last reach up towards the ceiling with the right arm. And then as you breathe out, bring the right arm back down. And let's let the upper body dangle. And then we're gonna straighten up our bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, all right, you bring your legs together. Ooh, oh, hamstrings. Let's get our shoulders and our triceps. Doesn't matter which side you want to start with. Just pull on that arm that's across the top of your chest. And feel that shoulder. Ooh. All right, let's switch. My massage therapist really got to me. I feel so many parts of my body. All right, release that arm. Let's get the left arm behind the head and pull on the left elbow. Ooh. Maybe get your head out of the way so you can pull a little bit more of the left arm. And then release. Let's get the other side. Okay, pulling that right elbow. Feel that right tricep. And then let's release. Ooh. All right. Let's do a chest opener. So you can start with your arms up top and then scrape. Think about scraping the back walls with your fingernails. Okay, take your time. We're gonna do it 3 times. 1, arms back up top. Scrape the back walls. Ooh, I can feel it in my shoulder blades in the back. And last one. This one is not very pleasant right now. And we'll get our necks next. So let's grab our left wrist behind our back. Make a chicken wing on the right side as we drop our head down to the right. Okay. You can either leave your head there if that's a tight spot, or lean the head back and look up. And then gently roll the head forward as we look down. Okay, and come back to the center position. Bring your head back. And let's switch arms. So grabbing the right wrist, dropping the head down to the left. And then let's look down towards the ground, towards the toes. And then gently roll the head back. All right, and then bring the head back to neutral, bring the head back to center. You release that wrist. Let's do Malasana. So find a medium width stance. Those are at about 45 degrees. Let's start with hands at heart center. Lower yourself down, keeping the head and chest up. Ooh, say hello to your legs if you haven't already. Okay. A little fumble, a little stumble. She caught herself. Nice work. Okay, see if you can settle a little bit deeper with each out breath, as always. All right, we'll take one deep breath here. So breathe in. Bring the hands to the knees of the legs and support yourself as you breathe out. Ooh, hello. All right, let's do a split leg hamstring stretch. I'm gonna start with my left. So left toes are facing forward, my heels are in line. And then the arms are up top. Let's swan dive over that straight left leg. Okay, let's drive the right hip towards the front ankle.
Okay, whether your hands are on your shins, or your ankle, or the ground, see if you can lower yourself down a little bit further with each breath. Okay, and then bend the front knee and come on up. Let's switch sides. So right leg is out in front, right toes are facing forward. Our arms are up top. And then let's swan dive over the straight right leg. Okay. And then drive the left hip toward the front ankle for this side. Okay, I'm going to use my block. Give me one last pull there with the right hamstring. And then let's bend the front knee and then come on up. Oh, and then we'll get a standing side stretch before we do our other moving sequence. So bring the feet and legs together, stand up nice and tall, bring the arms up. One last reach towards the ceiling here. I'm going to start on my right. So right arm is on the right side. You can slide your right hand down your right leg. Okay. And you feel that stretch from your fingertips all the way down your side to your hip. Okay, continue to reach, 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 reach. Okay. Don't just go through the motions. Think about how that stretch feels. And let's rotate that right arm up to the top. Let's do the left side. Or rather, do the right side, but drop the left arm down. So left hand is on your left leg. Right arm is reaching for that corner of the room. And hopefully your hands are cleaner than mine. My hands still have bike grease all over them. But my bike is finally complete. Now let's bring that left arm up to the top. Bring the hands to heart center. All right. Take off the jacket. I can tell it's about to get intense. Similar to camping. All right. So let's come to the front of the mat. You can choose which side you want. Stand up nice and tall. Bring the arms up. Let's do our 2 practice swan dives. Just getting used to dynamic movement this morning. Come up to flat back, rest the hands on the shins of the knees. And then round out the back, reach a little bit further towards the ground, and eyes up, head up, reverse swan dive. That's 1. Let's swan dive back down, getting a little bit further than the first. And then come up to flat back, resting the hands, enjoying the stretch. And then round out the back, eyes up, head up, reverse swan dive. All right, hands are the top. Let's begin. Swan dive down. Come up to flat back for the 3rd time here. And then as we round out the back, let's plant both palms on either sides of the feet. Step or jump back to plank. And then let's chaturanga down as we make our way into our first upward dog of the day, excuse me. Okay, push the floor away, get on the tops of the feet and the palms of the hands. Feel that in your front side of your body. And then return to plank. And give me a push up here if you'd like. As we make our way to the first downward dog. Okay. And then let's bicycle the legs. Focus on the calves. I'm going to start with my left, bending my left knee and driving my right heel down. I'm going to switch sides back, returning, stretching to the left. All right. And then bending the left, focusing on the right. Let's do 3 times for each side. And then bending the right knee. And then one more cycle. So bending the left, driving the right. And then last time on the left. Hopefully that opened up your calf. All right, so straighten out both legs. From here, we're going to bring the feet together, and let's start on the right side. So let's float the right leg up in the air, and then swing it on through and plant your right leg in front of you. Let's go to runner's pose. So your torso's over your right leg, your fingertips are barely touching your mat. Okay, we're gonna get another hamstrings pose. So let's do the runner's stretch. So bring your hands to the left side of your right foot. Your front knee should be tracking over your front ankle. Okay, you should feel that in your right hamstring. All right, let's return to runner's pose. So fingertips, once again, barely touching the floor. Nice, nice. And then let's plant both palms and bring that right leg back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into our upward dog. Okay, back to plank. Give me a push-up if you'd like. As we return to downward dog. Let's do the same thing for the left leg. So feet and legs together. Float the left leg up in the air. And then swing it on through and plant it in front of us. And then runner's pose on the left. Okay, don't relax your entire torso on your supporting leg. Want that left leg to work a little bit. And let's go to runner's stretch. So we're planting our palms on the right side of the left leg, left foot. And we're showing some love to the left hamstring. All right, let's return to runner's pose. Once again, fingertips barely touching the mat. Let's plant both palms. Bring that left leg back to plank as we chaturanga down into our upward dog. And then back to plank. Give me a push up here into downward dog. All right, let's do our prayer twist, crescent pose to prayer twist of feet and legs together. Float the right heel up in the air, and then swing it on through, and then bring the arms and torso up. Okay, drive that back heel towards the mat for crescent pose. You might feel that in your left hip. It's lovely. All right, let's bring our hands to heart center as we transition into prayer twist on the right. Okay, remember to stack the hands. Okay, gently pressing the left elbow into the right knee. Right elbow is facing the ceiling. We're gonna hold this for 3, 2, and 1. And let's come back to crescent pose. So reach up towards the ceiling. Okay, reach, 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 reach. And then as you breathe out, bring the arms and torso back down to the mat. Plant both palms. Right leg comes back to the plank, and we're going to chaturanga down into our upward dog. Come back to plank. Give me a push up here if you'd like. As we return to downward dog. And let's repeat on the left side. So feet together. Float that left leg up in the air. Let's swing it through. Plant it in front of us. And bring the arms and torso up for crescent pose on the left. Okay, front knee is tracking over that front ankle. And let's lower the hands down to a heart center as we come to prayer twist on the left. Okay, whatever you're praying for, this is your moment. You stare at something that's stationary around you. We're gonna hold it for 3, 2, 1. Gently come out. Bring the arms up. And then as we exhale, bring the arms and torso down. Let's plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank, and then we're going to chaturanga down into our upward dog. Come back to plank. Give me a push up here. Return to downward dog. And then from here, let's do our sun salutation. So step our feet towards our hands. We're going to reverse swan dive until our hands are at the top. And then swan dive back down. Come up to flat back. Round out your back. Let's plant both palms. Steps back to plank and then chaturanga down. Or upward dog. Back to plank. Give me a push up here. Into a quick down dog. And then we're going to do warrior one. So feet and legs together. We're going to float the right heel up in the air. And then let's swing it through and plant it in front of us. And come into warrior one. Remember, the only difference between warrior one and crescent pose is that back heel. Let's hold warrior one, reach up towards the ceiling. Check the position of that front knee. And then we're going to bring the arms and torso back down. That back heel comes up, plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. And then chaturanga down. Upward dog. And from here, come back to plank. We're going to add a sun salutation. So step our feet towards our hands. Now let's reverse swan dive. Swan dive back down. Come up to flat back. Round out the back. Let's plant both palms. Step or jump back to plank. And then we're going to chaturanga down into our upward dog. Back to plank. Give me a push up here. Another return to downward dog. And we're going to do the left side. So feet together. Left leg comes up into the air. And then swing it on through and plant it. Come into warrior one on the left. And once again, if you notice that front leg is up here, you want to bend that knee and get low and into it. As low as you can anyways. All right, let's bring the arms and torso back down, plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank. Then step your feet towards your hands and reverse swan dive. All right, swan dive back down. Okay, maybe touch your toes a little bit. Come up to flat back. Exhale, rounding out the back, plant both palms. Step back to plank and give me a chaturanga down. Upward dog. Back to plank. Give me a push up here. As we return to downward dog. And then we're going to come into warrior two. So feet and legs together. We're going to float the right heel up into the air. And then swing it on through and plant it in front of us. And then come to warrior one first. Okay, reaching the arms up towards your ceiling. And then bring the arms front and back for warrior two. Stay there. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. All right. From here, let's dip back into reverse warrior. So gently rest that left palm on the back leg and reach overhead and behind you with the right arm, right fingertips. And come back to warrior two. And then from here, straighten up that right leg, right knee. And let's do a triangle pose. So reach forward as far as you can with that right hand. And then drop your right hand down to the floor. Okay, you can hold your right leg if that's an option for you.
If you want to come down to the mat, that's cool too. I changed up the sequence this week. I want to see if I can throw people off. Throw you all off my scent. All right, let's bring the arms front and back. And then bend that front knee, come back to warrior two. And let's dip back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Listen to everyone in your house come back to life. Let's rotate that left arm forward and up for warrior one. And then as you exhale, bring that back heel up and your hands and arms come down. Bring that right leg back to plank. And I'm going to chaturanga down into our upward dog. And then back to plank. And then from this plank, step the feet forward. And then we're going to reverse the swan dive. Boom, 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 boom. Hands are at the top. Swan dive back down. Come up to flat back. And as you breathe out, rounding out the back, planting both palms. Step back to plank and then chaturanga down to our upward dog. Okay, back to plank. Give me a push-up if you like, as we return to down dog. And let's repeat on the left. So feet together. Let's float the left heel up into the air. And then let's swing it through and come into warrior one. Arms come up, back heel comes down. All right, from here, arms front and back for warrior two. Now let's dip back into reverse warrior. Okay, right hand is on the back leg. Our left fingertips are reaching for the back room. You might feel that in your left side. You should anyways. And then back to warrior two. Okay, from here, let's straighten up the front leg and then reach forward with that left arm. And let's drop the left arm down to the mat or to the ground. Right fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling and turn that chin up towards the ceiling as well. Okay, let's pop back into warrior two. So arms front and back, bending that front knee. Remember, get low and into it. And then dip back into your reverse warrior. And back to warrior two. Now let's swing that right arm forward and up for warrior one. And then as the arms come down, the back heel comes up, plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank. And then chaturanga down to our upward dog. And back to plank. Give me a push up here as we return to our downward dog. And let's just hold this for a brief moment. See how you're doing. See how your body feels. All right, that's long enough. Let's step our feet towards our hands and come into chair pose. So drop your bottom down as your arms come up. Okay, if you notice your elbows are flaring slightly, your arms are not straight, bring your elbows towards your head and reach, 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 reach. Keeping the arms where they are, slowly straighten up the rest of your body. Get off those heels. Okay, you can turn towards the camera if you want. Arms are still up in the air, and we're working those stabilizer muscles. In 3, 2, 1. Gently lower the heels down, bring the hands to heart center. Let's start on the left. So we're doing a twisting chair pose on the left. Okay, gently pressing the right elbow into the left knee. And if you notice your bottom's up in the air, your knees aren't that bent, see if you can bend, get low into it.
All right. And then 3, 2, 1, come back to center. Let's sprout on up, reaching for the ceiling. We all know the drill, get off the heels. You might be shaking a little bit. What we're kind of looking for. Okay, continue to reach as you continue to breathe out, reach. And then lower the heels down as you bring the hands to heart center, twisting into chair pose on the right. Okay. Take one deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come to center, straighten up for a third and final time, back onto the toes, reaching for the ceiling. Seeing how those calves feel, seeing how your feet feel. And 3, 2, 1, let's bring the heels back down. Okay, I'll take a quick 45-second break. Okay, if you can use the bathroom, get some water, crack a window. You know who you are. Ooh. Oh, you know it's intense when the shirt's off. Ooh. Ooh. That's how we lost Arisa. We've all been there.
I forgot to change out of my pajama pants.
That's okay. You're at home. That's the beauty of Zoom yoga. You can wear whatever you want. Every time someone leaves their camera off, I'm convinced that they're doing it basically naked and they don't want to show themselves, which is totally understandable. So you do you. All right, Philip is back. So we're going to resume. Let's do our tree pose. So let's get all our weight in our left leg, left foot. Let's bring the right foot wherever is comfortable, wherever you can find balance. Adding the arms, adding the hands, wherever works best for you. I always like to start on my left side so I can see, because it's my benchmark for my right foot. Ugh. All right, we'll exit in 3, 2, 1. Let's get that right leg out. I shake out my left ankle. All right, here we go. Let's get the left foot in place. Ugh. Ooh. A little shaky for me. That's okay. Three, 2, 1. Whew. Shaking out that right ankle. Not the longest I've ever held that in a while. All right, let's have a seat. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna do table, as we usually do after we sit. So plant the feet in front of you, plant the palms behind you, prop yourself up. Okay, into a nice sturdy table. I don't want any IKEA tables out there. Okay, we're not part of the economy line, we're part of the fancy line. One where if you accidentally kick the table and your toe hurts, or your shin's bruised for a week, we want one of those tables. Nice West Elm table. All right, in 3,
2, 1, and then control yourself back down to your mat. Okay, we're lie down on our backs. Let's keep our feet planted. We're gonna come to bridge. So clasp your fingertips underneath you as you roll onto your shoulders and push your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Okay, you should feel that in your glutes. I should feel that in my hamstrings too. Say hello to them. And then one vertebra at a time, control your return back to the earth. Okay, don't just flop down. And I just realized return to the earth makes us feel like we're in space. Definitely not that. All right, let's stretch out our glutes. So let's bring our right ankle onto our left quad. And let's grab our left leg, whether that's on our left hamstring or left shin. Okay, and let's breathe into that right glute. I'll call it out. We'll do 3 breaths. So let's breathe in. And then exhale slowly. Okay, number 2, let's breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. Okay, last breath on the right side. Let's inhale. Then slow, controlled exhale. Nice. Let's release the left shin. Left right leg is, right foot's planted. Left ankle is on the right quad. We're grabbing, pulling on the right shin or the right hamstring. And then let's breathe into the nose and out to the mouth. Number 2, let's breathe in. And then release. Okay, remember, like you're trying to blow out a huge birthday cake. Lots of candles. All right, last breath in. And then blow out that birthday cake once again. And then let's release that right leg, staying on our backs for happy baby. Both legs are up in the air. Arms on the inside parts of the legs, but then you grab the outside parts of the feet. You can actually grab your big toes too if you want. And then pull the knees in towards the underarms and feel those inner thighs as you rock side to side, rock left to right. Okay, pay attention to how your spine feels against your mat. Okay, give yourself a little massage there. All right, and then you can let go of your feet or your toes, drop your legs back down. Let's do a spine stretch. So let's hug in our right leg, our right knee. And enjoy that little stretch. And then grab the outside part of the right knee and let's pull the right leg over our body. Right arm is extended out to the right. And turn your head towards the right side of your body, wringing out our spines. Just relax for a few moments here. Just releasing any tension you might have in your spine. Okay. Let's bring the right leg back to center. Ooh. Let's hug in the left knee. Okay, enjoying that little stretch there. All right, let's pull the left leg over to the right side of our body. Oh, Bringing out our spines in the other direction. Okay, let it hurt in a good way, not the bad way. All right, let's take one last breath together. Let's keep this pose because it feels so good. Let's breathe in. Release, relax any tension, and you bring your left leg back over. Ooh. And then let's sit on up. We're gonna do cat-cow next. So I'm gonna ravel up my mat. We're on all fours. Okay, knees and palms about shoulder distance apart. Let's do 5 cycles. So let's coordinate the breath with the movement. So as you breathe in, bring the head and your bottom up and your chest is down. And then exhale, rounding out the back. Okay, inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Okay. If you didn't untuck your toes, you can untuck the feet and the toes. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Ooh. Okay, really push the floor away. Last cycle here. Inhale, head up. And exhale, head down. Rounding out the back. And let's come to neutral spine. Okay, let's get off the mat. Unravel it. We're going to do pigeon next. So I'm going to start in a push-up or plank position. Then bring my right foot behind my left wrist as I drop both knees down to the mat. I'm going to untuck the back toes. Settling in, finding whichever position works for you. Okay, we're going to hold this for a nice 45 seconds. So continue to breathe. Got another 15 seconds. Continuing to hang out. In. And then let's plant both palms on the mat. And then reach back behind us as we pull in our left heel, left foot. Okay, feel that left, what's it called? Left quad. Sorry, I blanked out. Ugh. And then releasing the left leg, coming back to plank position. Let's get ready for the left side. Okay, left foot was planted, dropping both knees down, untucking the back foot, back toes. Ugh. And then 45 seconds, just like the other side, because we want to be balanced. Ugh. Okay, find your happy place, just think happy thoughts. 15 seconds left, so really make the best of the stretch. And then we'll plant both palms in front of us. And let's reach back with the right arm. Yeah, let's pull in the left, the right heel. Feeling the right hamstring stretch out. And release in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Release that side. Ugh. Let's do our hamstrings once again. So sitting down, I'm going to start with my right leg out extended in front of me, bringing in my left heel. Okay, I'm going to flex the foot so the toes are facing the ceiling. I'm going to add the arms up top and then exhale over my straight right leg. Okay, if you want to add the bonus side stretch, take that left hand and reach for the outside part of the right foot. Okay, getting the hamstrings while you're getting your left lat. And we'll continue holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. Let's switch legs. Okay, left leg is out in front. Right heel is in towards the soft tissue. Adding the arms up top, foot's flexed, and then exhaling over the straight left leg. Let's hold this one another 3, 2, 1. Let's come up. Okay. Since we did both legs individually, we'll do both legs together. So both legs are out in front. Back of the knees are touching your mat. Adding the arms. And let's exhale for a third and final time for this stretch. Okay, continue to pull yourself in or reaching with each exhale. And then you can release that. Let's get another spinal stretch. So you can keep your left leg extended. Let's plant the right foot on the outside part of the left knee and twist clockwise. Okay, you can press your left elbow into the right knee. You can even push against the floor with your right palm behind you. And twist, 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 twist. Releasing. Oh, let's get the other side. So right leg is extended. Left foot's planted. Ooh. One side is definitely a little more stiff than the other, but that's okay. Give yourself one last push, one last twist. Get as deep as you can. And then let's release. Ooh, nice. All right, let's come to a child's pose. Let's do our closing sequence. So knees can be about as wide as your mat. Let's take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, extend forward. Arms are on the mat, resting either your forehead or your temple on the mat. We're going to take a few moments in child's pose. Let's reflect on everything you just did. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And as you release, come forward and out of child's pose, rotating onto your back as we come into corpse pose. Okay, let's relax our whole body. Arms are at your sides. You can close your eyes. And I want you to lie as still as you can. We'll go for a full 90 seconds. I won't say a word. And try not to move a muscle. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was about 90 seconds. Keep your eyes closed. Let's do a nice morning stretch. So reach the arms up above, point the toes at the bottom, and just do whatever you do before you get out of bed, before you have to. Stretching, wriggling side to side, groaning, whatever. And then rolling onto one side of your choosing. Rest your head and face right on your hands. Taking a moment for yourself. Okay. Now choosing whichever arm is on top, plant that palm on the floor, leading with your shoulder that's in the air, letting the head and the rest of your body follow. Push yourself up. As you return, cross-legged position. All right, let's sit up nice and tall. You can close your eyes if you want. Let's do our 3 ohms or 3 breaths together. So let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. All right, once again, let's breathe into the nose and breathe out with some sound. Last time, let's really make it count. Let's breathe into the nose and breathe out with some sound. Oh.
Let's bring our hands to heart center. You can repeat after me if you'd like. May you have clear and kind intentions. Let's raise our hands to our foreheads. May you have clear and kind thoughts. Let's lower our hands to our lips. May you have clear and kind communications. Then returning our hands to our hearts. As always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friends.